Is the integrity of the electoral process in jeopardy? A recent investigation by the Masvingo Mirror has unveiled a staggering revelation that may just tip the scales of democracy in the wrong direction. According to the investigative team from the Masvingo Mirror, a scheme involving thousands of Zimbabwean nationals being enlisted to vote in Mozambique's presidential and parliamentary polls is in play. This scheme seems to be carried out with the support of ZANU-PF, a major political party in Zimbabwe. Registration stations, one notably located at Namamwa Growth Point, just 25 kilometers southeast of Masvingo, have been actively issuing voter registration cards to Zimbabweans. In a daring move, the publication's own reporters registered and obtained plastic voter registration cards. Gloria Salvador, a spokesperson for Renamo, Mozambique's largest opposition party, has sounded an alarm over this alleged electoral manipulation, asserting that evidence supporting these claims is already being gathered. The situation is so dire that Renamo felt compelled to send investigators to Zimbabwe for further inquiry. This shocking revelation follows the local authority elections in Mozambique last October. Those elections were tainted with allegations of rigging, igniting violent protests across the nation. The current voter registration process, which began on April 22nd and set to continue until April 28th, has raised eyebrows with its long queues and the conspicuous presence of desks adorned with the insignia of ZANU-PF. Frelimo representative Samuel Jamua denied these accusations, insisting that those registering are Mozambican nationals eligible to vote from abroad. However, Bispo Carlos Matsine, chairperson of Mozambique's National Election Commission, CNE, contradicted this claim, labeling the registration of Zimbabweans as a mistake. The lack of accountability from ZANU-PF officials further fuels suspicion surrounding these activities. Farai Marapira, ZANU-PF's communications director, distanced the party from the alleged scheme, asserting their commitment to democratic principles. Despite these assurances, Zimbabwean registrations for Mozambique's elections not only continue in Namamwa, but also in other parts of the country. This development has stirred outrage from Zimbabwean opposition figures who have decried the situation as a massive rigging of encyclopedic magnitude. Ordinary Zimbabwean citizens express mixed motivations for registering, ranging from a desire to exercise their voting rights to economic incentives tied to Mozambique's political landscape. As Mozambique braces for a pivotal election, with incumbent President Filipe Nyusi constitutionally barred from seeking a third term, the spectre of external interference looms large. This casts a shadow over the nation's democratic process and threatens the integrity of its electoral system. In conclusion, the findings of the Masvingo Mirror's investigative team are a stark reminder of the fragility of electoral integrity. The implications of this alleged manipulation could potentially destabilize the democratic process in Mozambique and, by extension, the region. The question remains, how will the nations involved respond, and what measures will be taken to ensure the sanctity of the vote? Only time will tell.